Okay, guys. We are here with the Dragon's Maze pre-release. We have just made our Bant sealed deck, which is a combination of Azurius, Celestia, and Simic. It has some early creatures and then some populates as well. We're gonna go see how it does. I hope you're able to watch the deck that we build. It's not really promising, but it's pretty much what we can do most with our deck pool. So let's see. We just won the the die roll, and it's asking us if we like to go play first. I'm gonna say yes here. I am gonna keep this. We have a few islands to help out in casting Nimbus Swimmer and Windrake. And we can curve out with a Cruel Warrior here. Sorry, Crawl Warrior. And we're just gonna hope to draw a few more lands and then take it from there. So we're just gonna keep. Okay, I'm gonna play a forest and pass the turn. So it looks like we're gonna be battling an Azurius, possibly an Ezep or Zov opponent. Azurius Rakdos doesn't sound so bad at well. So it's an Orzhov Azurius kind of deck, which is okay. so I'm just gonna bash in here. Hopefully we can draw an island later on our turn. Okay, so he missed his land drop. He's a forest walk. Protection from green, which is not really the ideal opponent or creature that we're looking to see there. We're just gonna pass the turn here because our opponent is protection from green. Hey, there's a nice shiny Ors of Gilgate you got there. Windrake. Alright. It's just too bad that I missed my island. We could have had a Windrake as well, but not to worry. We have Ice in the Skies to ambush a Windrake if needed. And we have an Ethereal Armor. Protection from green. I don't think Ethereal Armor is gonna help, but we can do an Ice in the Skies end of turn and then do an Ethereal Armor afterwards. Okay, the problem here is if you don't start to draw your guild gates, and because guild gate is a very essential part of this format, um, the problem will start to arrive there because you are encountering such things wherein you are getting either running low on creatures or um, having no definite answer. So I'm just gonna play an Ice in the Skies here. Populate. Alright, we can attack here. Or we can just leave the mana. I think I'm gonna have to attack here. If he doesn't block, then I'll put an Ethereal Armor and Diva Blocker behind. But if he blocks, then that's the time we're gonna use the Common Bond. Let's see. So no blocks, and we are not gonna use our Common Bond either. So I'm gonna place an Ethereal Armor here and pass the turn. Okay, I think he just left his blocker, and we're just gonna take this one. We have no choice. Okay, so there's no follow-up play, which is nice for us. We are still going to attack. Probably just attack with this guy. And then play a battering creases if needed. So if he blocks, okay, I wanted what I want to do here is to make the my ethereal armored bird token bigger. However, um, we also have an option to just make this, yeah, probably the we can make this bigger, and this one trades with the Drake Windrake. I think that's the better option there because if we place it all on this bird, there's a tendency we can get 2 for 1, and at least if we distribute the counters, then at least one effect gets to be left behind. Syncopate. Okay. It's pretty tough to play around with counters like that, actually. Um, okay. We lost our guy there, so it's okay. It's a half of the Ice in the Skies token. Runner's Bane. Top. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take 6. I'm gonna summon the Skymark, sorry, Steeple Rock here, just to have stop the bleeding a little bit, and at least if he attacks, no, it's a Forest Walk. Damn. This can destroy a lot of decks actually. That's a good card. So I am having my fair share of cards now. Arrest. Gift of Orsova. Okay. A four-color deck. All right. I guess that's gonna be game here. I'm just gonna have to chump block next turn, and I'm gonna chump block with this guy. Plus six, huh? No, I'm gonna chump block with this guy, and then use this later on. But we're gonna have problems not being unable to develop our board. So as a sideboard card, we might bring in the Far. Far is a so I'm just gonna discard the Primordial there, and then a Nimbus Swimmer, Windrake. So Far is a good because he has some enchantments available. So he has enchantments. We might just bring in the Far later. Away, of course, is not entirely playable. We cannot play the away. Okay, no attacks there. He was trying to play around something, and that's okay with us. We are gonna be bringing down a 5/5 here. Evolve this guy, and then just pass the turn. We are at 5, which is not a really comfortable place to be. And there's an Keening Apparition, which is a good card against us because we have a lot of enchantments. Alms Beast is okay also. A Shamble Shark. I have no good attacks here because Nimbus Swimmer is just gonna be double blocked, and I don't know if it counts. But at the same time, I might need to leave mana open in order to pump this guy later. Okay, the forest guy does his thing. Okay, it's a two-turn clock for us. So I forgot we really need to be doing something here. Um, yeah, we're just gonna accept that. If he has a pump spell or anything or a burn, then we might find ourselves into trouble. Mm-hmm. I don't want to risk exposing Shamble Shark, or should I do? Yeah, probably we can just do that. That was quite a good draw. So let's just play the centaur healer here and evolve our guys. So just a comment. The format appears to look very slow at this point. We don't have a good attack because Almsbeast is just gonna eat our guys, and this guy is gonna eat us also. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most of his creatures are just gonna eat us. So I'm not really sure. We don't have good attacks here, so I'm just gonna pass the turn again. I can't think of a card that can get us out of a situation like this. Probably a something that can nullify this creature, but most of our removal is in the form of enchantment, which is gonna be very hard. Keening apparition is just gonna do its thing. Okay, there's his twin brother. Okay, that's too bad. So I think we are game here. I don't want to expose the agoraphobia anymore because it's useless. If we bring it down, it's just gonna be keening apparition because we don't have a way to return it to our hand. We only have one blue mana. So we're just gonna concede here. And let's see what we can bring in. There's a few things that I notice probably worth bringing in is Naturalize. The other one is Aerial Predation, given that he has so many creature spells. And then other than that, we can bring in the Far. Where is it? Our split card. This one. I didn't see a lot of multicolored creatures back then. Yeah, I guess this could be a solution to his uh, forest walk guy. So we're gonna cut a few things. Arrest is okay, but not really too excited. Rootborn defense, we might just take this out, or probably not. So we're gonna bring in answers here first. Aerial predation, renounce the guilds, and far. What we are gonna be cutting here is a few things. So center healer is okay. I don't think this is gonna be very relevant given that he runs keening apparition and all the others. But yeah, let's try to no, this is okay, I guess. So let's just take away our token producers for now. Then I'm gonna cut the agoraphobia as well. Common band, he might just play around this because but anyway, should be still be okay. We have one more cut to do, but I don't know what to cut here anymore, so I'm just gonna submit the deck for now. And we are gonna play first again. Okay, here's our far, but we don't have much of a things going on here. We have a double green. It looks to me that we need to mulligan this, but it might be the wrong play. Although there's nothing really much here. But given that this is a slow format, then it might benefit us. Let's try just two mulligan ones. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna do a keep here. We got our guild gates already. So it's a keep, bringing down Simic first. That is nice. Troll Parasite. I'm really I mesmerized with that four color deck of his, but that's not really relevant right now. I'm just gonna do what I do best, and that is to trample people. So there's no blue mana yet for Syncopate. Okay, that looks okay. But I might just play this on a Windrake instead of Battering Crazes. Although, that's interesting. Let's do a Windrake here first. If he taps out later, then we're just gonna use the unflinching, whatever it is. Roar, trample, and then we. Okay, does he have a removal? I think he does. Pay 2 life, remove a counter. Whoa. I didn't thought of that, but it's a good trade. I don't really mind trading that one because I don't want to die on extort is gonna be very powerful against us because he has a lot of cheap spell and it's a very slow format at the moment. So extorting my life little by little is gonna be a problem. So what is this? I think he has a removal here. So I'm just gonna attack with my Windrake and not do anything yet. Okay, he didn't play his trick, whatever it is. Avenging Arrow, yes. Alright. Discards 2 cards. So what do we want to discard? I think we can discard the common bond and naturalize. Yeah, we can do that. A Nimbus Swimmer. We can cast this one for a 2-2 flying. Doesn't really hurt actually than to do nothing else here. So I'm just gonna cast this one. Fly away, Nimbus Swimmer. Does he have another avenging arrow? Later, we might find out, but he's trying to bring down something here. Debtor's pulpit. Hmm, interesting. That could be an issue, given that we have already discarded our naturalize. Ascended Law Mage is okay. That's gonna be a problem for us though because we don't have an answer to that, and that hexproof um, thing is gonna start bashing us. Still not good because um, this is hexproof, right? So unless we draw something here, which is either a flyer or an answer to his creature, then we pretty much have problems. Okay, that's a card worth arresting. Okay, we're still bleeding here. Nothing still, so I think it's gonna be a game. We have one more turn. That's not gonna do it though. Yeah, actually it can we're gonna have a creature. Although it might get syncopated here. Okay, that's game. We don't have a blocker anymore, so we're just gonna concede here. Um, so the problem there was we encountered during the first game was I mean, not to make any excuses, but just saying that the format really requires you to have guild gates as plenty as you can actually to support your mana because on our part um, we didn't have an island for a good period of time. So I tried to ask him how much is the good number of lands to run on this format because it really is mana intensive in such a way that you might flood yourself or no, not really flood but have mana problems in casting the required spell that you have. Had we draw an early island earlier this game, then it could have made the things better. But unfortunately, we didn't, so it should be okay. We still have 3 rounds, and we'll just take it from there. Uh, 16, 1 prism, 1 clue stone. Okay, fine. All right. We'll pass the turn for now, and then I will see you guys in round 2.